Hi, I'm Stephanie. This is a presentation that I put together using SmartBook or Smartboard Notebook. It's an application that you can download. They have a free 60-day trial, or you can pay to have it as well. Unfortunately, the school board would not. You have to have pre-approval to download any kind of application. So I did find a viewer though. So even if I was a teacher here, then I would already have it pre-approved and put in here. But for right now, we're just using a viewer. And that means that some of the links, some of the videos that are posted on there may not work properly, but I do have them accessed up there so we can do it just for this presentation purpose. Okay, so my lesson is for third graders. I'm going to be using this presentation in my Ktip lesson plan at the end of the semester that I have to turn in. It's about the earth moving, which is rotation, revolving, and it also includes day, night, and the seasons. Okay. To introduce third graders into revolving, I would have some come up, and just so that they can move the earth themselves. And this is very easy to build. You just fill the background in with color. You add a little stars, add a circle, and those pictures were available in the actual application itself. So it's easy to build. This here would introduce Earth's rotation. I have a picture down there. It shows the axis, shows the equator, and you can introduce those types of things. And also, the tilt of the Earth. And then this here is just a short clip of the rotation of the sun, or the rotation of the earth, how the sun hits it from one direction and causes daylight here. And then of course on the side where the sun is not, it would be darkness. So day and night. And normally if we weren't just in view mode, we could just hit play and it would just be right there. That way you wouldn't have to go back and forth between screens. This is a short pre-test. Hopefully by the time that you talk about revolution and talk about rotation there, this short little thing will be easy for the kids to talk about and figure out. This teacher has the popsicle stick method. I know some people use other ways to call kids up, but this would be just 4 short questions. It takes blank for the earth to revolve around the sun. It takes blank for the earth to make one complete rotation on its axis. A rotation on the earth's axis gives us this. Revolution around the sun gives us these. So, of course there's only 4 right answers, 2 of them are wrong. But you would call the kids up and they would just drag it to wherever it's supposed to be. Now this one, as you can see, it's very easy to move things around and stuff. This link does work, and at this point we would watch a very short video. It is 4 minutes long, so not very long at all.
You've seen the sunset, right? And if you get up early enough, maybe you've seen it rise too. But have you ever wondered, if the sun rises every day?
This series is called Crash Course. They have a kids version and also an adult version. The adult version may help you students with studying. I know I used it for philosophy, history, psychology, but the kids version has a lot of science videos, and they are amazing. Even if you look over here, you see seasons in the sun. So I mean, there's tons of different things that you can kind of utilize, and they're very short videos. So, you could put it on, the kids are not going to get bored and fall asleep, and it's very quirky and funny, and has a lot of interesting facts and stuff. So that's a good thing to utilize maybe for any of your lessons that you're working with. Okay. And here you see seasons and night and day, and this would be a good way to introduce those things. Now, sometimes a lot of kids can look at a picture and you can explain it to them, and they're still lost in La La Land, and they don't understand really what you're trying to say. You can say that the sun shines and here's day, and behind it there's no sun, and they would probably understand that. But some concepts like seasons are a little harder to understand. So I found some of these really nifty, interactive things. The interactive tab shows this. If you look down here, you'll see the sun coming up here at 7ish, and then it shows the times and it shows it going down. So it shows the day, the process of day and night. Also, if you look here, it says winter. If you speed it up a bit, you can see it's spring, and then down here it'll be summer, and then autumn, and then winter again. So, you can kind of discuss with the kids, why it's changing, and of course, it's the tilt. But, get into that discussion with the kids. There we go. And then, of course, even though sometimes us adults think that it's easy to understand day and night, there's also a simulation for it too. There's a couple different ways you can view this. This is the first one. I don't like it. You can't really see anything. The earth just moves around, and you can kind of see a little sliver of daylight there. So it can be used. But here it kind of zooms in a bit. You can get it started. If you notice, it looks like California, Washington, somewhere over there on the, or maybe Canada, on that coast of the United States has a little star on it. And as it goes by, you see that it's daytime over here, and then when it goes over here, it's nighttime. It has ways you can change the view. Here's the tip top where the axis is. So, a lot of different ways. Now, my favorite thing about this is this view here. Let's get it started. This is a great way for you to kind of show kids, that some parts of the earth are daylight all the time. Some parts are dark all the time. And some parts are kind of in between. Up here you'd have more darkness, and in the middle you would have, about the medium amount, and at the bottom you would have less darkness, and vice versa with the sunlight. Then, after all that fun stuff of learning, you actually get into the real fun stuff. I know kids love to sing and dance, so I wanted to incorporate the kinesthetic part of it in. And yes, I'm about to do this. Earth talk, we revolve, we rotate. Watch me revolve and watch me 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 rotate. Rotate, rotate on my axis. Rotate, rotate on my axis. Rotate, rotate on my axis. Rotate, rotate. And then at this point, revolve around the sun. There'll be a student in the middle as the sun, and then the earth, and they would just say, revolve around the sun 4 times, and then I whip around, that makes the seasons. I whip around, that makes the seasons. I whip around, that makes the seasons. I whip around. And then, day, 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 day. Now it's night, 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 night. Day, 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 day. Now it's night, 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 night. So, that's a fun way to get them up after they've been working so hard and learning, and get them on their feet. And, even the lyrics, it's teaching them the difference between rotate and revolve. It's teaching them about seasons, about day and night, and that kind of stuff gets stuck in your head. So, I'm hoping that's what this will do. And the great thing about this is, if you have several different science classes every day, you can get the whole grade level to learn this little dance. And, you could have like a parents' night where you come in and your kids perform for their parents, or even you could do it in front of the school. I know that One of the social studies teachers that I observed a while ago had studied Native Americans, and they learned an actual traditional Native American dance, and they performed it in front of the school. So that's really cool. But you can do so many different things, and of course, you know, I've got an experiment on a presentation, a PowerPoint presentation that I would add to this lesson. It would be like a week-long thing. You know, I have a bunch of assignments that we would do as well. But this is kind of the first day, you know, this presentation would be the first day introducing these things. And, I mean, might even be 2 days. But I would want to involve this every single day. I would pull this back up and we would practice it. And then, you know, at the end, they would know the lyrics, they would remember the moves, and I just think it's a good addition. So, anyway, I hope you enjoyed the presentation. And again, it is the Smartboard Smart Notebook. So you can download that for free for so many days. I think it's 60. And then, you know, if you like it, you can buy it. Now, there's tons of different other things that you can do. There's little balloons, like if you're doing pronouns. You can have pronouns and nouns. At the top, you can say nouns and pronouns. Identify them, and there could be little balloons here. And it could have an option, like it can say she. And then the directions would say pop all the balloons that have pronouns on them. And then you would pop the she button, and then underneath it would have a big check mark and have little things popping out of it and say, yeah, you did it, or whatever. You can even add, the really interesting thing is you can add sound gifts to these. You can make it interactive to where the kids can access it at home, and you know, that's an option as well. And I mean, there's so many different activities that you can do that I have barely scratched the surface of over the last, you know, 2 weeks I'm working with this. But if you guys have any questions, you can message me or leave a comment on Blackboard. Thank you.